Hello, and welcome to the Young Achievers Network. My name is Afful Banson, and I'm glad you're joining us for this podcast. Before we go any further, I'd like you to help me grow this channel by giving me the thumbs up, sharing with your friends, commenting on this podcast, and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Today, we are looking at the subject of energy. Energy. Let's do a definition work as usual with the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Energy is the capacity to act or to be active. Number 2, energy is the vigorous exertion of power. Number 3, energy is active strength of the body or the mind. So these are the 3 definitions you have derived from the Webster's dictionary. Now there are different types of energy, and we are going to focus on 3 of them. Number 1, spiritual energy. 2, mental energy. And 3, physical energy. Let's look at spiritual energy. Spiritual energy refers to how long you can remain spiritually and morally sound before you start misbehaving or before you start declining. Now, this level of morality and spirituality is derived from the following areas. Number 1, reading spiritually and morally uplifting books, watching and listening to morally and spiritually uplifting programs, spending time in meditation, and spending time with people who are morally upright and spiritually sound. Now, if you are a spiritual person, you cannot be an immoral person. Truly spiritual people are morally sound. So when someone starts to behave in an immoral manner, then it is a sign that their level of spirituality has declined. In fact, when people become spiritually bankrupt, that's when they start misbehaving. That's when they start putting up immoral behavior. Because as long as their spiritual tank has a level of spiritual energy in it, it is not easy for them to become immoral. It is quite hard because their level of conscience forbids them, it fights against them. But when they are spiritually bankrupt, the conscience loses its power to correct and to serve as a warning, as a guard against immorality. So when you hear about spiritual leaders committing immoral acts, in the moment of committing that immoral act or moments before committing the immoral act, their level of spirituality and morality is very low or totally empty. The second type of energy we have is mental energy. This is how long your mind is able to stay positive before it starts becoming totally negative. And so as long as your mind stays positive, it is a sign that your mental energy is intact. When you start losing mental energy, your mind starts drifting towards negativity. It does not mean that when your mental energy is full, you will not have negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts will come, but you will easily fend them off. But when you realize that the negative thoughts keep reoccurring and it's difficult to maintain a positive thought, then it is a sign that your mental energy is draining or is close to empty. Again, mental energy is derived from reading motivational and mentally challenging books. Number 2, watching and listening to motivational programs and other programs that uplift and strengthen your mind. And number 3, spending time with people who encourage you and challenge you to be better and to do more. These are some of the avenues of strengthening your mental energy. Other avenues are meditation and spending time trying to solve difficult problems. Let's move to physical energy. And this is how long we can remain physically active before we get tired. What happens after you eat and drink and your body gets energy is that this energy is used to work, to act, to talk, to walk, to do things. And as we keep doing these things, we get tired. And when you get tired, you have to rest. So when you are tired, it means your physical energy is drained and you need to rest. And so how do we derive, or how do we get physical energy? We derive this physical energy from the food we eat and the physical exercises we do every day. So as long as we eat healthy foods and exercise on a daily basis, we keep our physical energy full so that we can work for longer periods and go through more physical and intense pressure before giving up. So now we want to look at increasing our energy, because if you are going to succeed this year, you need a lot of energy and you need avenues to keep refilling your energy. You need to be able to re-energize yourself continuously so that you can fulfill your dreams and aspirations for the next 10 years and to fulfill your desires and your goals for the year 2022. How do we increase our energy? Number 1, you need to feed your mind daily with positive and morally uplifting material. Examples of such materials are the Bible, motivational books, uplifting audio and video material, and other spiritual books that strengthen your spirit. That's one of the ways we increase our energy, and these activities increase our spiritual energy. Now, what are the benefits of reading these materials, reading the Bible, reading motivational books, listening to uplifting audio material, inspiring video material? Number 1, it will strengthen your mind, because the content of the materials serves to strengthen your mind, serves to give you references that will tell you that you too can succeed. Number 2, it will keep you positive even during times of difficulty. When you read these materials, they strengthen you, and when times of difficulty come, it is this same material that will serve as a reference point and strengthen you to go through the difficult times. Number 3, it will help you become more creative. The more knowledge we have, the more creative we can be. And so as we read such material, as we consume these programs and these books and the contents of the Bible, it will help us become more creative. Number 4, it will help you solve more problems, or help you solve problems better. Why? Because you are becoming more creative. The more knowledge you acquire, the more creative you become. And the more creative you become, the more problems you can solve, and the better the quality of solutions you can provide for those problems. Number 5, it will attract other positive people into your life. You see, the more positive you are and the more you strengthen your positive energy, you attract more other positive people into your life. And these people will help you protect your energy and strengthen you, and also help you attract more positive people into your life. Secondly, to increase our energy, we need to be mindful of the company we keep. We need to keep negative or energy draining people at a distance. Give them as little time as possible. Now, some of these energy draining people might be family members, Others might be co-workers, some might be classmates, some are church members, some are people who live within our community. You need to limit the time or the access they have to you so that they don't contaminate your positive energy with their toxic or negative energy. Now, what are the benefits of keeping such people at a distance? Number one, it will protect your positive energy from being contaminated. One of the most frustrating things in life is to garner energy, to get energy, positive energy, be encouraged, be fired up to do something, and have someone who is negative just come in, make a statement, make a comment, do something, and drain all that positive energy out of you. They just walk in with a pin and burst your balloon. So you need to keep these people at a distance so that they don't contaminate your energy. Secondly, when you keep them at a distance, it will help you maintain your focus. The major cause of failure is broken focus. Anytime someone fails in something, it is as the result of broken focus. And broken focus can be derived from ignorance, derived from missing certain steps, not paying attention to detail, becoming overly confident. All of these are signs of broken focus. So when you keep these negative people away from you, it will protect your focus. It will help you maintain that laser beam focus you had when you began. Now, the third way of increasing our energy is to eat healthy foods. And you need to eat natural or organic foods. Processed foods or tinned foods have very little vitamins and minerals. Foods that have gone through the fire, like white bread and so on and so forth, the flours, so on and so forth, all of these products that have been processed, that look so beautiful but are not so healthy, deprive your body of vitamins and minerals that it needs. So you need to eat as less of them as possible and eat as more of natural and organic foods as possible. One of the signs that a food is natural or organic is that it easily rots away if you do not refrigerate it. Cook as often as you can. And if you don't know how to cook, well, why don't you make it one of your resolutions for this year? Why don't you add it to your goals list that you will learn how to cook by the end of the year, so that you can spend less money buying foods from outside the home? After all, do you really know what goes into the food that you are eating? What are the benefits of eating healthy foods? One, it will strengthen your body through the vitamins and minerals it will provide. So if you are eating a balanced diet, then you will have these vitamins and minerals that your food needs to give to your body. Number two, it will even the tone of your skin. And number three, it will boost your immune system. These are just some of the benefits of eating healthy foods. Now, the fourth way to increase our energy is to exercise as often as you can. When we exercise as often as possible, like minimum of 3 times a week, it helps strengthen our bodies. It builds our muscles. It strengthens the joints and makes them more flexible. It burns fats in our body so we don't become flabby and overweight or obese. It unclogs the veins and arteries in the body, and it cleanses the body of toxins. These are just some of the benefits of physical exercise. There are so many benefits if you check online, but I want to encourage you, add physical exercise to your regimentation this year. To exercise at least 3 times a week. Start with just 20 minutes of exercise. Skipping, some basic push-ups, some basic sit-ups. Walking is a wonderful exercise. Put on some nice music, have the volume at an even level so that when you are walking in public, you can hear the traffic that is coming from behind you. And just walk that distance. Pick a distance you can cover in about 30 minutes. and develop the habit of doing this exercise. Now, the fifth way to increase our energy is to sleep well. We need to get from 6 to 8 hours of sleep per day, depending on how much energy we expend during the day through our work. People who expend a lot of energy, like construction workers, might need more hours than people who do not expend so much energy. So make sure that when you're awake, you maximize your time awake. Earn your sleep. Don't sleep in the day and sleep in the night. Earn your sleep. Work hard during the day. Work creatively during the day. Work smart during the day. And earn your sleep at night. What are the benefits of sleeping well and having enough rest? It will allow the body to rejuvenate itself. And secondly, it will allow your mind to restructure the new knowledge that you have acquired during the day. You see, when we sleep, the mind restructures the new knowledge and links it up to the old knowledge that we have, so that everything starts to compound after a while. So it's important we rest to give our minds the opportunity to do that. I believe that what I have shared with you will put you on the path to increasing the energy level that you have, so that you can achieve more. If you have more energy, you can work longer. If you have more energy, you can withstand more pressure. If you have more energy, you can solve problems better. So I encourage you, find ways to increase your energy. And as you do that by practicing these steps I've given, you will be able to increase your energy and accomplish more this year. I look forward to hearing your testimonies, and feel free to share them with me in the comments box below. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Young Achievers Network, and my name is Afful Banson. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Sayonara.